everyone and welcome to Make with Ajay. Wish you all a very happy new year. I hope that you guys enjoyed your holidays as much as I did. Well, I spent my holidays making some really beautiful creative stuff. And yes, of course, I took some rest as well, and that's why I didn't appear in the last two videos. But it's good to be back. And this year brings a lot more new opportunities to learn a lot many new things. So I've decided that I'm going to focus on creating more of those textured paintings. I got really intrigued while creating that really beautiful grey coffee table last year, and I got to explore some hidden techniques that I didn't even know that I can do. So I'm going to dive more deep into that. I'm going to explore more techniques with which I can create some beautiful textures on my paintings. Keeping that in mind, we are going to explore some new materials, gonna learn to create various textures, and just gonna have a lot more fun. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the similar kind of techniques that I'll use to make a beautiful gray to black toned painting. It's gonna be full of textures and full of awesomeness. So without further ado, let's get started. So to begin with, I took a wooden board and it was really plain and smooth, and I just taped that wooden board from all four sides just to create a sharp border. And then I took clear textured gesso and applied it all over the board with a brush. This step is really important as the texture of the gesso helps the other materials to stick better to the surface of the wood. You can leave it as it is, or just like me, you can use a handy hairdryer to dry it faster. And then I'll be using my very favorite material, the pink Spackling, to create some nice textures on the board. And I used this yellow spatula to spread the Spackling all over the board as evenly as I could. After the application, I was rolling over the Spackling with a wet sponge roller just to keep it wet and as smooth as possible. And then I used a special roller that is specifically made to create texture. I got this from Home Depot, and I rolled this roller all over the surface while the Spackling was still wet, giving that rough texture to the Spackling. Now this time I decided to apply the Spackling using this piping bag and this smooth spatula to create those rough island-like textures. The good thing about the piping bag is that you have control over wherever you are applying the Spackling. The whole process becomes really easy and in your control. So I just kept applying a little amount of Spackling wherever I wanted and kept smearing it in all the directions to create those famous island-like textures. And once that dried, I used my sander from Ryobi with a fine grit sandpaper, and I sanded the entire surface just to make it smooth. And then I used this dusting sponge to dust off the excess dust from the board. Then I decided to use this Mandala design stencil that I got from Michaels. These stencils are very versatile as they can be used in different ways in different projects. Here I decided to use this stencil to give my painting a mandala design texture. So I just placed the stencil wherever I wanted the mandala design, and I smeared some Spackling all over it, and once you remove the stencil, the mandala design remains there. I totally loved how quick and easy it was to create these designs using these stencils, and I loved how the texture turned out to be so rough and rustic, just like how I wanted it to be. So I got these stencils from Michaels as they were available on sale at Michaels, but you can also create your own stencil using Mylar sheet. I specifically use my Cricut machine to create my own stencils, but you can also cut the Mylar sheet using an X-Acto knife in whatever design you want. Let me know in the comments down below if you want a tutorial on how to create your own stencil. So once that entire design dried out and the pink became white, I took the sanding block and sanded the mandala designs very carefully. This time I'm not using the sanding machine as I want this sanding to be really controlled. And after that came my favorite part, which is to apply paint. So I used this charcoal colored chalk paint and the chalk paint brush to apply different shades of grey and black all over this painting. The good thing about this paint is that it's water soluble, which allows you to dilute this paint and create some lighter shades of grey as well. And once the paint dried, I took some wax in black color to create some magic. I love applying wax on chalk paint as it gives that right amount of shine that is needed. And I used a special round bristle brush to apply this wax all over the surface of this painting. I love how the wax brings out the base color even more and gives that perfect amount of shine to the painting. After that, when the wax dried a little bit, I used this polishing machine again from Ryobi to give the entire painting some quick polishing. It really makes the wax shine a bit more. But that just wasn't enough for me, so I came back with a buffing cloth and I buffed the entire painting with my own hands, creating more shine. After that, I used some wax, but this time in white color, to highlight those mandala designs. So I placed the stencils wherever I had placed them before, and I just applied some white wax all over those. And that just imprinted those mandala designs again, but this time with white color, and it just made those mandala designs stand out. I loved how the white wax was giving just the right amount of contrast on the grey surface. I really loved it. And after I was done applying the white wax, I just buffed the entire painting again with my own hands and did some finishing touches. And then I just removed the tape from the border as the last step, and the painting was all ready. And here's the final reveal. I absolutely love how this painting turned out. Look at all those shiny textures. I totally love how the light is reflecting through those different surfaces and those mandala designs, those rough textures, those island textures. I absolutely love every bit of this painting. It looks so raw and rustic and yet so smooth and shiny and polished, just like how I wanted it to be. And here are some more detailed shots of the surface of that painting. I hope you guys like it. And here are some more shots in the warm yellow light. Imagine an entire accent wall in your room that looks like this. Maybe I should do that. I hope that you like this painting as much as I enjoyed making it. I actually truly love it so much. Wow, that painting turned out so awesome, and I'm definitely gonna make more of those. There's so many techniques that we can do, so many textures that we can create, the possibilities endless, and I can't wait to explore all of those. Well, that was it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making this painting. Please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell notification icon so that you may get notified about more such future videos. Please do like this video and share it with your friends, and leave the comment down below of what would you like to see in the future. I have a feeling that for us as creators, 2022 is gonna be really awesome, and I hope that I'll keep bringing you more creative stuff like this in future. So thank you so very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you in future. Bye.